Go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Noah. I'm one of the educators with Shortcuts, and today we're going to be looking at gift certificates, physical GiftME gift cards, and digital or online gift cards. So, as we enter the holiday season, that's usually the busiest time for everybody. We know that gift card sales historically go up around this time. So, we're going to show you how to work with those in Shortcuts. So, this presentation is going to be about 30 minutes. We are recording this session, so in case you have to drop out early, that's okay. You will get a copy of this recording. We're going to send you the link a little bit later today. And if you have any questions after the fact, so let's say you're watching this video and you didn't get a chance to sit all the way through, you can go ahead and reach out to us either on our email, I'll provide it at the end, or even on our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. We will get back to you. So let's go ahead and talk about gift certificates and gift cards in Shortcuts. What are the differences? What are the similarities? And which does your business need? You can use one or you can use multiple. It depends on your needs. So we're going to learn, how do you track gift certificates? So just some of the basics, something that is already built into the Shortcuts point of sale system, regardless of your business, whether it's a barber shop, a salon, a spa. Shortcuts by default offers gift certificates, a way to track them, a way to sell them. And then if you decide you would like physical gift cards, how does that work? How does the system track them? What's the difference between a gift card and a gift certificate? How to set up digital gift cards or online gift cards? And of course, how do you redeem those at the point of sale? So let's look at the differences and similarities between the three types. So gift certificates. Again, those are the defaults that are already in the Shortcuts point of sale. You can track them. They all have a number that's assigned to them, assigned to their value. They are not reloadable, so you can't add more money to a gift certificate once you sell it. The customer has to use the entire value at some point, or they can just use portions of it until the entire value is depleted. Now, you do have the ability to check the balance of any outstanding gift certificates. There is a report in the Shortcuts point of sale that lets you see how many cards are out there and what are the remaining balances. Now, these cards, these certificates, are only redeemable at the sites that they're purchased. So if you have a multi-site business, then your gift certificates only work at each site that they're sold at. You can't exchange them in between locations. So this is where GiftME gift cards come into play. So these cards, fully integrated with Shortcuts, they do have tracking numbers that we would assign for them. And unlike gift certificates, you can reload these cards with more money. So these are the ones where usually you see a very nice plastic card with a tracking number on it and your company logo or custom shape of the card. And you can just keep adding more money to it. So those are GiftMe cards. And the nice thing about these is that they can be redeemed at different locations. So if your business has a shop in downtown, a shop perhaps another zip code, you can actually use the GiftMe gift card at both of those sites. So they are sort of integrated. Now, you can also track your outstanding balances, your liability online. So you would actually go to the online console, the same place where you manage your online booking, if you just want to see what are the outstanding cards for my locations, for my businesses, what has been spent so far, and what's the remaining balances. So those are GiftMe gift cards, and that's the difference between a gift certificate and a GiftMe gift card. The third type, the newest type for Shortcuts, is the online gift card. So it has all of the same functionality of the regular one, with the exception of adding more money to it. So in this case, a customer would go to your webpage, they would buy a gift card, and they would enter the email of the recipient. So both the person that purchased the gift card would get a receipt letting them know this is the card that you purchased, this is the value, and the recipient will get an email that says you just received a gift card. Here's a nice message for you, and this is the value of your gift card. And that person that received it can actually bring in their phone, or if they decide to print up their email, can bring it in, and that can be used at the point of sale to be scanned for the value. And the remaining balance, if there's still a remaining balance, will stay on that card until it's used up entirely. And these cards can be used across multiple sites. So again, if you have a business with multiple stores, you can use online gift cards at any one of those. So let's look at gift certificates in the point of sale. So this is the one that by default is already in shortcuts. Whether you're using them or not using them, we're going to go through the steps of how does the system recognize them and how do you use them. So let's say you have a local printer that you work with, and you say, can you print me 500 of these little paper business cards with a random barcode on the back or a random serial number on the back? And those are your regular gift certificates. And then with a Sharpie, when the customer wants to purchase one, you just write the value on the card and give it to the customer. So in shortcuts, there is a default gift certificate. And you'll notice it's called gift certificate, open value A, open value B. So these are already enabled by default. If your business has not used them or has decided that you didn't want to sell these, you do have the ability to disable them, but you can always bring them back. So if you want to modify these settings, it's going to be under, in your point of sale, you're going to go to Setup, Configuration, Sales, and Gift Certificates. And again, these are already enabled by default in shortcuts. So let's say you want to start using them. So you received your paper gift certificates with random numbers, random barcodes. So at the point of sale, you can choose Sundry or Gift Card. Both will take you to the same menu. And you can say, I'd like to buy a gift certificate for a certain value. Now, if the customer wants to buy multiple values, that's why you have the options for open value A, and open value B. So if a customer says, I'd like to buy a $50 gift card, you would choose gift certificate open value. And then the customer says, and I'd like to buy a gift certificate worth $100. Oh, in that case, I'm going to choose gift certificate open value and open value A. So I have two different amounts that I can use. So just remember that. That's why you have multiple options. So the customer would pay for their gift certificates like normal. And then once they pay for those, whether they're cash or credit card, when you press Finish Sale, this is where Shortcuts is going to prompt you to enter the barcode. So you'd scan the barcode, or you'd just manually type in whatever random numbers were on that card. So now Shortcuts knows this is the number that corresponds with the $50 gift card, and then this is the number that corresponds with the $100 gift card. And then you would press Done. Now, when the customer comes back to use their gift card, or their gift certificate in this case, when they're paying for a service or a product, you would actually choose gift/loyalty. And then Shortcuts is going to say, these are your options, and one of the options is gift certificate. Now, by default, Shortcuts will take the entire amount of the gift certificate, and any remaining balance will stay on the card. So the customer, if the card was not sufficient, would still have to pay the difference. Otherwise, whatever balance was remaining stays on the card. And then you would press Done like normal. So let's actually go into Shortcuts in case you've never sold a gift certificate, and I'm actually going to go through the process and then redeem it. So I'll jump out of the presentation for a second into Shortcuts. And in case my Shortcuts point of sale looks a little bit different than yours, it's because I am on version 8.1. Chances are you're on version 8.0. Now, all the steps that I do still apply to the version of Shortcuts you have. The only real difference is the color of the buttons, the sort of layout is just a little bit different, but you can still follow the same steps. So I'm going to point of sale, and let's say I'm going to create a new sale. So I'll choose one of my customers. Let's see. Here we go. So we'll choose one of my customers. They come in and they want to buy a gift certificate. So I'll choose a blank line and I'll say the business is selling the gift card, not necessarily one of my staff members. And again, I can choose sundry or gift card. Both take me to the same menu. And then I'm going to choose gift certificate, open value. So this customer would like to buy a gift certificate worth $50. So I'll press the amount and say 50. And if the customer says, can I get 2 of these, please? I would just change the quantity. So this customer is going to give me $100 cash. And now when I go to press finish sale, Shortcuts is going to prompt me, what are the serial numbers or what's the barcode on my gift certificates? So Shortcuts actually remembers the last codes that had been used. So it remembers whatever the sequence was. So these were the actual serial number sequence from the last time I used it. So I'm going to say, yes, this is the same one in this series. So this is the first $50 one, and the one that ends in 15 is the next one. So I'll just write with a Sharpie the value on the cards and give them to the customer. So now the customer will give them to whoever they want. And when that new person comes in, I'll just do a walk-in sale. So in this case, Andy does a haircut. So we'll actually do that. We'll say he does a men's haircut. And not only that, the customer wants to buy some products, perhaps some spray. Okay, so the customer got a haircut, wants to buy some spray. Down at the bottom, this customer shows me the gift certificate they have. So I can press Gift Loyalty. And right away, Shortcut shows me the cards that have already been sold and the serial numbers. Now, if this list was a little bit longer, I could press the search button down at the bottom of the screen and then scan in the barcode or type in the number I'm looking for. But in this case, it's one of the last 2 cards I sold. So I'll choose 814. So Shortcuts is going to take the $50 value, the entire value of that card, and then apply it to this customer sale. Now, in this case, the customer still owes $16. So the customer is just going to put the remaining balance on their credit card. Okay, and now that I finished the sale, so once I finish the sale, that gift certificate will actually no longer, you won't be able to sell that again because that number has been used in the system. The entire value has been used, and you're not allowed to reuse gift certificate numbers. You'd have to use a new number. So that's how we sell the gift certificate, and that's how we redeem the gift certificate. So let me get rid of these pop-ups, and let's go back to the presentation. Now, those were gift certificates, and everybody that uses Shortcuts has the ability to use gift certificates. But if you decide that your business should have the much nicer, the plastic gift cards with the barcodes, with the custom labels, with the custom die-cut shapes, those would be the GiftME gift cards. So if your business is interested in those, especially the ones that can be used across multiple locations, then there's actually a process that we have to do. So our support team will actually send you a form to fill out where you tell us how many cards do you need to order. Is it 500? Is it 1,000? Do you have any special graphics or logos that you need to have on these cards? And we actually recommend a printer that you would work with. So remember, you can reload these with additional funds. That's something you can't do with a gift certificate. Now, we're going to go on to the next. Let's go on here. Okay, so if you decide to sell the GiftME gift cards, you have to configure that in Shortcuts. So this is something that's not enabled by default in your point of sale. So you would go to Setup Configuration, Sales and Payment Type, and you would enable loyalty gift cards as a payment type. You would create a sundry for these, and in my Shortcuts point of sale, I call these GiftME gift cards. So you sell both the gift card and the reload, which is the GiftME reload. Now we do have the complete steps on how to do this if you visit our Learning Center. So if you go to our Shortcuts webpage and you go to the Learning Center for Shortcuts Fusion, we have step-by-step instructions on how to configure this ahead of time. Now it still requires you to fill out a form, let us know how many cards that you're going to order, because Shortcuts the company, has to let you know what the numbers are. So we provide you with the serial numbers. You cannot just go to any printer and tell them to print you 500 cards with random numbers. Those won't work. We have to tell you specifically what the numbers are because they're assigned to your business and nobody else is allowed to use them. Now, once that is configured and once you receive your physical gift cards, you very much track them and sell them like regular gift certificates. The only difference is when you activate the serial number, the barcode, it's actually activated online. The point of sale will verify this number is assigned to your business and allow you to record it for the card. But if you decide, I don't want to order any physical cards, I don't want to order physical gift certificates or GiftME gift cards, I just want to sell online gift cards. In that case, you can absolutely do that. The first step you have to do is configure a Stripe account. So Stripe is our partner that handles the online transactions. So if you go to the Shortcuts console, this is the same web page that you would go to when you're doing online booking setup or going to anywhere or even looking at customer reviews. If you go to your site settings or if you go to your BookMe settings, you have the ability to configure your Stripe account. So you'll fill in some blanks. You'll connect, of course, the business's bank account, things like that. And then once that is configured, Shortcuts will allow you to do multiple things. Not just only sell gift certificates online, but if you decide that your business should require deposits for certain services, usually the higher end services or the more costly services like hair color, extension, things like that, and you require the customer to leave a 50% deposit, the Stripe account will allow you to accept deposits for those services when booked online. So there's multiple reasons why you would want to set this up. So you're going to go to the console, you're going to go to your site settings or your BookMe settings, and set up your upfront payment through Stripe. And then once you have that, you'll notice that there's a button in the console with a lady kissing a gift card. This is the GiftME gift card module. So in there, you can add a program, you can set certain terms, and this is actually something that education can do on your behalf. So we don't expect you to be a master of configuring things online. We'll gladly do these steps for you. But if you're super in the know, if you have memberships, if you have loyalty, if you know online services backwards and forwards and you're confident, these are actually the steps. So in the console, you're going to add a program. And then in the GiftME console, you can skip the portion where you're going to create physical gift cards, which is in the middle of the screen, and jump to the bottom of the screen, which is the digital gift card setup. So if you have multiple locations, really the thing you have to set is whether the liability is held at a specific store or is held at a head office, or how exactly those liabilities are held. Once you decide, you can update the terms and conditions and save your changes. By doing this in the online console, you've enabled online gift cards, digital gift cards. So at the bottom of the screen, Shortcuts is actually going to give you two things. A website widget code, which you can copy, and then you can put this on your company webpage. It actually appears as a little tab that says Buy a Gift Card. So there's actually two codes. There's a code that goes on the online booking page, and that's there by default. But then if you have just a regular company webpage and you want to put the tab there or the button there as well, we'll actually generate the code for you. So you can copy it and put it on your web page, or if you have a web team that you work with, you can copy it and give it to your web team, and they can put it on your page for you. So you can actually add this tab, this button, to as many pages as you want. So then what does the customer see when they want to buy an online gift card? So they'll press the button, a little pop-up window comes up, and it says, what is the value of the card? The default amounts at the top are $50, $100, $200, or they can type in any amount they want. They'll put the email and the name of the recipient on that pop-up, and of course, the customer will put in their own information, and then press Pay Now, at which point they will be prompted to enter their credit card information. So let's actually look at one of these digital gift cards on an actual customer's webpage. So there is a barbershop here in the LA area, and we're actually going to go to their webpage. So Shorty's Barbershop. If you notice on the left side, they have their tab, Buy a Gift Card. So if I press that button, there it is. So they have their amount set to 50, 100, 200, and of course, it wouldn't hurt to have a $500 or $1,000 sale, or I can just type in an amount. If I say $75, I would put the name of my recipient, their email, and even a message. Happy birthday or happy anniversary, whatever you want to say. And then I'd put my information down here and my credit card details. And then once I press Pay Now, I'm going to get an email with a receipt that says this is the value that you just purchased. This is the email that it's being sent to. So I get a copy and the person I'm sending it to gets a copy. So just like that, you can actually have a tab on your company webpage. So let's jump back. So what does it actually look like? So the recipient, they get an email receipt, which actually has a barcode that you can scan at the point of sale. It'll have the message, it'll have the person that purchased it for them and the value, and of course your terms and conditions at the bottom. The sender gets a smaller version of that receipt saying, we have sent a gift certificate to this person, this is the purchase date, this is the reference number, this is our contact information for the salon. So when the customer comes in with their digital gift certificate, so when they're going to pay at the point of sale, so when you press the loyalty gift card option, and if you have your barcode scanner there, you can scan their phone, or you can just type in the number that appears on their phone. And just like gift certificates, any remaining balance stays on the card until the customer uses the entire value. So it's very easy to set up. It's very easy to sell because you're not doing the selling. The web page is doing the selling. The customer just chooses how many cards they'd like to buy. And if you decide, okay, I need to see some gift card balances, or I had a customer that told me they purchased a card and perhaps they didn't get a copy of the receipt or they'd like me to resend it, you can actually do that in the console. So if you just want to see what your balances are, you can actually go to the gift card console and there's a report, Program Reconciliation Centralized. And you can tell shortcuts to include the breakdown. So if you're a multi-site chain, you can see which stores have which cards and any remaining balances. And if the customer says that they didn't get the receipt or the person that they sent it to never got the receipt, in the console, you can go to Management, View and Edit Transactions, type in the name of the customer or the cart number, and you can resend the receipt to the purchaser or resend the gift card to the person it was supposed to go to. So in case the person that got it on their email accidentally deleted it, you can resend it to them. So that is the entire gift certificate and GiftME gift card solution in shortcuts. So we learned how to sell and track gift certificates. Again, any shortcuts customer, any shortcuts site is already enabled to sell gift certificates. But if you decide you want to order much nicer physical GiftMe gift cards, let us know. We can send you a form so that we can generate the specific numbers that need to be printed on your cards. Or you can bypass both and set up just digital, just online gift cards for your business. Let us know. We can help you configure it and even email you the widget code that you have to send to your web team or put on your web page. So you don't necessarily have to do the hard part yourself. Just let us know. We'll do the hard part for you and send you the information. And of course, you now know how to redeem those either physical or digital gift cards. So let's actually go into the next part. So if you never had GiftMe or digital gift cards, let our customer care team know. So it is important that you're on one of the shortcuts packages, either Essential, Evolve, or Elevate. So if you haven't upgraded your system, if you haven't upgraded your packages and shortcuts in a number of years, now's the time to get upgraded, to take advantage of all the new features and online services, including the cloud, as well as your digital GiftMe. So give us a call, option number 2. We'll put you in contact with our customer care team. So now, do you have any questions on anything we've covered this morning? And again, if you're watching this video after the fact, when we send out a copy of the link to everybody, and you think of anything, let us know. Let the customer care team know, let the education team know, and we will get back to you. And this includes on our social media pages. If you're on Facebook, Shortcuts North America, and if you're on our YouTube channel, Shortcuts USA, and if you're on our Instagram, we also have an Instagram there. Okay, so I'll give everybody a few moments. If they have any questions, I'll stand by. There should be a question tab on the right side of your pop-up bar for GoToWebinar. I don't think we have any questions. I'm pretty sure some of you just wanted a refresher on the differences between GiftMe and gift certificates. So I hope that answers those questions. But again, if you think of anything after the fact, go ahead and reach out to us. So send us an email or let us know on social media. And if you're watching this video after the fact, still counts, go ahead and reach out to us. So thank you all for attending this presentation. I hope this helps you think about selling gift certificates and gift cards through the holiday season so that customers can redeem them at any point, whether later this year or next year when we're a little bit past this pandemic. So thank you all for attending, and I'll send out the link a little bit later today. Have a great day, everybody.